Shri back for another Monday meetup, and we are at episode 19. And this week on my virtual visit, I'm going all the way across to Germany, which I'm very excited about. I have three lovely ladies here to speak to you as well about their journeys and everything so far. I'm just going to put them on mute because we have a little feedback. So let me just mute you all here. Alrighty, and Sienna's nearby and she just unplugged her headphones. So we'll see what fun noise we can hear in the background there as well. All right, so a little bit about me for anyone that hasn't caught one of our meetups yet or is new to my page watching, because I have had an influx of people liking my page lately.
Hi.
Yes, my daughter wants to come and say hi because that's just what she does. Come on up, sweetheart. So everyone, this is my daughter, Sienna. She's 3.5 years old, and I started this business when she was 1.5 years old. And she is my biggest wife for starting originally, wasn't it, bud? Because I wanted to stay home with her. So I'm a stay-home mum. And where we were, I was able to stay home at that stage. But my husband's a police officer, and we just never know where we're going to end up. We move every 3 to 5 years. And so where we were going to go next, we didn't know whether we were going to be able to match the overtime, match the amount of hours he was getting. So we didn't know the reality of me staying as a stay-home mum. 14 months ago now, Jack came along. He's just napping right now. And so...
Jack was in your tummy, eh?
He was in my tummy, yeah, for a long time. And
For ages.
Ages and ages. How many months?
For 5 years.
5 years? That's a long time. I think 9 months. Yeah.
What about 18 months?
18 months. That would be 2 babies. Anyway, we're getting distracted. So
What about 2 babies?
Let me keep interviewing.
Yeah.
Yeah, hand on your notes. Yeah, so when Jack came along, we were already at our next post, and this business has just allowed me to stay as a stay-at-home mom and stay home with these kiddos each day. So I enjoy it most of the time, don't I? And so that's a little bit about my story. Oh, I am Australian and I live in Canada. So like so many people that we see on my panels here for the Monday meetup, there's so many immigrants. And it's a different type of lifestyle. You basically leave everything behind to go and start a new life somewhere else. The reason behind it varies. The reason for me is because I just found the love of my life at a ski hill in Canada. And so that's why I moved 10 years ago to Canada. But it doesn't make it easier, even if it's a little decision like that. Especially at the moment with COVID, my family's so far away and I don't even know when I'm going to go see them. So that's something we're building to, aren't we? We're going to go see Nanan and Pa as soon as we can. And enjoy.
We're going to go in a hotel.
And we'll stay at a hotel and go on a plane. And the big thing is that we don't have to stress about where that money's going to come from.
I love planes.
You do love planes. All right, Mummy's going to talk to the ladies now, okay? You go back to your iPad. Alrighty, so that's a little bit about me.
Bye, guys.
She will come and say bye later because otherwise she'll have an absolute meltdown. That's her thing. Alrighty, so we're going to work around and hear a little bit about the stories. I've just found out that all 3 of my people that are working their businesses from Germany are not from Germany originally. So I'm excited to hear their reasons, not only for coming to Germany, but also for why they started their business and a little about their journey so far. So we're going to start with Gracious, who also has a kiddo joining her today. So I'm just going to unmute you there. And when you're ready, you can tell us a little bit about your story.
Okay, yeah, I'm ready. Hello, everyone. My name is Gracious. I'm from Nigeria, although I live here in Germany with my family. I'm a mom. I'm a stay-at-home mom, and I'm a mother of 3 adorable boys. And my kids are my reason behind my why I choose to become a digital business owner today. Just like you said, when you come to a new country, you leave everything behind. You're starting all over, and then there are so many challenges, and there are so many things that you need to adapt to. And it's quite different. The life I was living in Nigeria and the life I'm living here in Germany, it's 2 opposite environment and then living. And it all started last year, just after I gave birth to him. I gave birth to him 29 December 2029, and 2020 I just knew I wanted something different. I wanted my life was just sitting at home and not getting busy, and just living on the little I was earning. But I know I needed something more. I needed to be that good mother that my son wanted me to be. I wanted to be able to provide for all their needs, and so that they can enjoy their life, even if I didn't enjoy mine. But I wanted my kids to enjoy their lives, to feel happy, to be happy that yes, they have a mom who can do everything for them. So I began asking friends, what can I do that can really help me as an add to what I was already earning. But I didn't just get something that fit into what I wanted. And I was just on the internet one day, and I got a video just suddenly pop up on my newsfeed. I've never met this lady before, but she was saying an amazing, talking about an amazing business that I know that this was for me. She spoke that the business has flexibility. It allows you to schedule your time. It allows you to travel. It allows you to hang. They have an automated system. You don't really need to have a computer skill or experience. I was like, wow, this is it's too good to be too good to be true. I was skeptic. I said, this can't be true. I went on her page. I checked her out. I registered on her website. And I was amazed when I have to stay, because the time difference in Canada and Germany is it's about 7 hours different. But I have to stay awake that day to hear the testimony that she was talking about from real life people who had experience, who have benefited from this business. I stayed up at 2 a.m. my time in Germany. Wow, I was so amazed. I I saw people who were already working, who had good jobs, and they were earning, and they said no, what they were getting from this business was enough for them to quit their jobs and just stay on this business. I was like, this, are you this? I I wasn't too sure. I was just skeptic. I wasn't too sure because it was just too good to be real. And the people who spoke, one of them said she was a pastor, the other one said she's a medical doctor, and the other one said she's a nurse, and the other lady said she worked in a federal government. She worked with the federal government in US. I said, really? Are these real people? I said, okay, maybe not today. I just kept following the testimonies every Tuesdays and Thursdays for 2 months. I was just following them to convince myself. And in many, there was a day I was just watching the mastermind, and I said, I think this is the right time for me to join. I've had enough of the stories. I'm convinced. I've done my findings. Everything is okay. I just told them, yes, I was ready. I was ready. I called the lady I saw her advert with, and I said, I'm ready. And that was it. It was so amazing. It was so amazing. And today, a successful digital business owner. I schedule my time. I have flexibility. I've learned a lot. Wow, the community of business partners are amazing. They inspire me so much. They inspire me so much. I never knew you could just meet people from all walks of life and you would just connect to them. I connected immediately. They welcomed me into the work. I was welcomed into the community. I just got connected with the people and have made friends who have suddenly becoming like sisters to me. We talk, and I'm learning. But from, like she said, when I saw the advert, she said, I don't really need any special skill with computer because there is an automated system that help in the training. Today, wow, I came in with, shall I say, 30% or 20% knowledge of computer, but today, wow, I think I'm 100%. I'm 100% because I've learned a lot. I've learned a lot. Indeed, it is an automated system. It's system runs. I don't have to sit with my laptop or with my phone 24 hours. I decide when to do what I have to do with my business. it's a blessing. And my kids they are really happy that, mommy, I'm happy that you have something doing that you love doing, and I can see the difference in. I'm so happy that my kids can see that I love it. I really love it, and they too, they love it, because sometimes they want to be online with me and also talk. So it's amazing. It's amazing. Thank you.
You're welcome. Sorry, I was muted. I had to get the iPad on silent at my end. Yeah, I totally agree that the kids, they can see how much you love it. Sienna, every second day, she's like, I've got a meeting tonight, Mum. I've got a meeting tonight, because she's just watching and learning, right? And so she gets excited about it too, and she likes to get involved. I don't know whether anyone caught my Monday meetup last week, but I had both kids right underfoot. I won't do that again. I've learnt my lesson, but they loved being there. And they just kept, as soon as I would start talking, they would just climb all over me. And then once someone else started talking, they'd scatter away for a little bit, but it's good. And I also just wanted to refer back to how you said that you watched a few weeks worth or a couple of months worth of the webinars. I did the exact same thing when I first looked at it, partly to convince myself, but I just really enjoyed seeing where it had taken people. And because we have different panelists each week, you can hear so many different stories, and they're from all different levels of the business. So you can hear the ones that are earlier on in their business, quite advanced in their business, but you see that they've all got results of some kind, and it's so amazing to see. I was actually just on the live webinar, I think, was it last Thursday? I think, yeah, just last Thursday, I actually managed to get a seat because someone had to pull out. They're hard tickets to get, I can tell you. So I managed to go on last Thursday, and I just really, after doing these and practicing my live for a while, I really enjoyed telling my story this time, and I'm so glad that I got to go on there and share it with people. Hopefully people that are stay-at-home moms like myself maybe, and just hadn't heard a testimony from a stay-at-home mom for a while, and so hopefully I could just relate to someone that just needed that little extra clarification, I guess. And last thing I wanted to link is the due diligence that you did. My husband, as I said, is a police officer. There was no way that I could get involved in anything that was in any way dodgy. Yes, I was skeptical, but it was because I put my husband's I got inside my husband's brain, and I wanted to see this from his perspective and how he would look at it. And he sees everything in that fraud negative light because he deals with that. So I had to make sure that it was foolproof, and I could tell for sure that it was legitimate and it was dealing with the legitimate systems and products and all those kind of things. So I definitely did my due diligence. I did it for anyone that knows me as well. They don't need to do it because I did it thorough. Alrighty, so we're going to move on to Lucy now. I'm just going to take you off mute there, my dear, and you can share a little bit about your story.
Yeah, hi, my name is Lucy. Hi, everyone, and good evening to you, and good morning to you. My story is not, let's say, it's not that long. It's short. My name is Lucy, as I said. I live in Germany, Frankfurt, Offenbach. It's close. And I live here with my husband and my 5 boys, my team. That's how I call them. They are my team. And my last boy is 5 years now. He'll be 6 in August too. So it's like I gave birth between 10 years. My first is 15 and my last is 5. So in between these 10 years, I've always been home. I've not been doing anything. And then, yeah, social media, you hear this, you hear that. Actually, I've joined online business before. And it's like, it was taking too much of my time. I had to be by the laptop till maybe 3 a.m. I will not even realize the time. It was just taking me so much time, and the results was not also coming like I wanted, because dealing with 5 boys is not that easy. They need designer every time, and you know, we all know how much that costs, you see. So one day as usual, I was on Facebook, and this lady was just talking about there's a business, there's no selling, there's no buying, there's no disturbing people, neighbors and friends. And I said, wow, is there anything like that? So I just signed in. I did not do any background check or anything. I just signed in. And what I did was I tried contacting, because I was getting these emails every time. I was getting these encouraging emails and say, who is this? Who is disturbing me? It's like anytime I open my email, there's a mail from this person. So I went to Google. I Googled the name. I did not see anything. I said, what is this? Is it one of those things? So I contacted the person on Messenger, and I wrote and I said, oh, I've been seeing this advert. What is it about? Can you explain? And she said, I've seen that you have signed it. I said, how did you see it? Because I just saw the ad, I just signed it. So how did you see that I've signed it? And she was telling me this, so many things. So, and also I want, like I said, I've been home like more than 10 years. I've been home like more than 10 years, so I needed to support my husband. He would be going and coming every time alone, and the income too was never sufficient. We get support here, but it's still, you need to do something. If you want to do more, you have to earn more. And I have family at home in Ghana, and this big family here, so I just needed something. So I thought about it. I said, okay, let me pay. Let me just register. I registered, and I was like, wow. The next thing, I was in a group. Everybody was welcoming me, congratulating me. It's like making the best decision. It was amazing. I was so surprised. Eh? What is this? Actually, you can ask it like this. I didn't understand anything. I didn't know anything. I just signed in, registered, and I was ready to go. So what I was also happy about was the training. So I just followed the training. I didn't understand anything. My sister Letis was there. That is what I like about this business. Always there is somebody there to answer all your questions. Whatever you don't understand, there is some, even sometimes I call Chrysaline in Canada, and she's also ready to help me. Those bonds, that bond, I was so happy about it. So I just started, and gradually we are here. And sometimes, I think last 3 weeks or so, I was on Zoom with a whole lot of people, and the testimonies, and I don't know what to say, but all I can say is this business is real. It is so real. It is not something like someone is doing. It is legit, it is legit. And also it helps me to get enough time. I don't have to bother people like the advert was telling me. And they said knowledge is power. You have the opportunity to learn. Even if I don't run this business, I have this training that any business that I want to do in the future, this training is there to help me build any business of my choice. So that is one special thing also I like about it. And like, I get enough time to also spend with the boys here. And this time that we are doing this homeschooling and everything, I'm always here. I get enough time to answer some of their questions. Those that I have to answer, I answer them. And I have enough time for so many things that before, even when I was not working and I was at home, and also like something like this, anytime I decide to find a job, the timing is also very, very It doesn't favor us. It's either I have to start 6 a.m. What am I going to do with my kids? Am I going to leave them at home and go to work? It's always not favoring me. And my husband time to, he leaves the house like maybe 4 a.m. And I cannot leave like 5 a.m. to leave my kids at home. So it's like, it is really good. It's amazing. So I will encourage everybody who will be watching us right now that you don't have to be too skeptical about it. Any question that you have, there are so many lovely people there to answer you. And that is it. So we are running the business and we are doing it well. Thank you. I don't have much to say anyway, but it's amazing. Thank you.
Thank you for sharing. And I love the consistency that both you and Gracious, you both said, wow, when you first saw this system. And I tell you, I said the exact same thing because I was just like, oh, yes, 1 second, darling. I said the exact same thing. Oh, yeah, good job. I said the exact same thing, sorry. When I first saw it, I was just like, wow, why doesn't everyone not know about this? How can I tell everyone? Well, it's a little hard to tell everyone, but we're doing our best. It's growing and growing. And also Lucy mentioned about emails. And so I just wanted to highlight about the emails. The emails she was getting didn't just randomly end up in her inbox. She wasn't spam, so to speak. What she did was she signed up after she saw an ad, but she didn't necessarily know that she was going to get all the emails. So it's part of our automated system. So basically it's a reminder that, hey, when you were feeling whatever you were feeling, when you were feeling that motivation, when you were feeling that distress, when you were feeling whatever it was, and you signed up at that person's ad, then this is something that you signed up for. You signed up for the webinar link. You signed up for a replay or a live version. You can watch whatever you'd like. And you signed up for an email series, let's call it. And it gives little snippets of what our business is about, because some people like to watch, some people like to read. So it provides a little something for everyone. And you get these emails. It reminds you when the next webinar is on. If you're like Gracious and myself and you want to watch them back to back to back until you're ready to jump in, it reminds you when they're on. And it shows you the replay, because if you're like, oh, I missed the live, something was going on, I'm going to catch the 1 second. Sienna, darling? Sienna, she's got her headphones in, so she can't hear me. It's very cute singing, but anyway. So that's what the email series is all about. It's kind of like just reminding you down the track, but it's a great reminder that, hey, she saw something and then she was able to go back and go, okay, why do I know that name? Where do I know it from? Oh, it was the ad. I don't really want to record my voice, but thank you, darling.
No, record it.
I'm talking to a few lovely people here, sweetheart. She wants me to record her voice. Oh dear.
My voice.
Yes, good job. Sorry, guys. Anyway, so yeah, that's the email series, and that's how it all kind of links in. It wasn't a spam, it wasn't a surprise. System that helps remind people that, hey, at one point you really wanted to look into this because you signed up for it. And then some people get a little frustrated with the emails. Myself, I don't read the emails. I just didn't pay attention to them because that wasn't my thing. My thing was watching. But yeah, if you don't want to read the emails, don't read the emails. If you want to watch. If you want to read. Together, collectively, you'll find the information and the motivation to move forward, because like, as we both said, it's a wow system, but there's a lot of information involved. So you need to go through the steps to get all that information. Anyway, we've got one more person. We don't want to go on all day long about this. So let's go to Letice now. I'm going to just unmute you there, my dear. And I'd love to hear your story.
Hi, Sherry. I hope you can hear me. Hi, everyone. Good evening from Germany. Thanks so much for having me on your platform. It's such an honor, and it's always a pleasure for me to share my story each time, because that's why we are here, to use our stories, use our voices to inspire others, and hopefully that we can also inspire them in one way or the other, so they can really go out there and live their lives the best way. So for me, I live in Germany. Like I said, I was an air hostess. And then I had my two lovely kids. I have my daughter is 7 years. She's going to be 8 in summer. And my son just turned 5 in January. So my husband has a busy schedule as well. He's a doctor, a medical doctor. So from the onset, before I had my daughter, it was very clear that I was going to be the one spending most of the time with them. So it was all fun, when you just become a mom and you're so excited. And then, but after that, I got so overwhelmed because I had always been this kind of career person. So it just took a little while for me to realize that, oh, I was no longer enjoying this the way I felt. Of course, I wanted to spend so much time with my family, with my kid. Then I had just my daughter, but later on, I started feeling overwhelmed. I started feeling like that was just not enough, and I joined my husband abroad from Cameroon. And so, of course, there was all this pressure, like, what are you doing now? So don't tell me you're now just a mom, you're at home. So I had all that going on in my head. And then after some time, I felt like, okay, now it's time for me to probably go out there, try and see what I can do for myself, get myself back in the job market. But it was not as easy as I had expected everything. I thought, when we are back home in Africa, sometimes you feel like going abroad with all your education and work experiences, you're just going to have jobs at your feet that you have to maybe click here, okay, do this one for a week. And if you don't want, you can just change them as you want. You have all the opportunities. So I was quite disappointed that that was not what I was expecting. First, I was struggling with integration, language, and whole new culture. So there was so much going on that when I later had my son in 2016, I was still struggling with those things. I did quite a few things, but I was still not satisfied. I was not getting where I wanted to be. I still did not feel like I had that identity I was looking for. So yeah, I started getting frustrated, and there were so many nights I would just sit and cry, and my husband was not understanding. He was like, I don't get it. You are fine. You have everything you need. So why are you doing like someone is after you or making you are enough? Look at these beautiful kids you have. Look at your life. There are so many people who wish to be like you, who wish to be in your shoe. Why can't you just be happy and appreciate everything you have? But unfortunately, life is not like that. Sometimes you just wish to just be happy, to just take things the way they are, but there is always something, especially if you are an ambitious person, you've got to do things yourself, you've got to do things your way. So I was just not satisfied. I was not restless. I was so restless. And I even had to try to bring down myself, like, okay, maybe I was aiming too high. I'm going to go for the little things. Oh, that was the worst thing I did. When I tried to get maybe something that was not really like something that I would do, get in my normal senses, I would just feel so depressed. And even when I got a job that I was just like, oh my God, what am I doing here? Why am I here? That is why you're here. So I would just stop doing that. And I kept fighting that all through, doing one program to the other. And yeah, this lovely evening, I was just up in bed. When the kids are in bed, almost midnight, that was my hour. I will go on the internet searching, just going through things, I don't know, go on Facebook, watch my Facebook friends, whatever on Facebook, So I started searching as well because I got it. I thought to myself, maybe I could invest somewhere. So I got into different Facebook groups, and I was looking into different ideas how you could invest. So I was not thinking of a business in particular. I was also thinking, where could I get a job that would really suit me and also give me that flexibility to be able to spend time with my kids. I just wanted it all. I wanted everything just the way it had been before. And my kids were there now. Of course, they were my priority. So I wanted something that would just suit their timetable and everything. So I stumbled on an ad, like we all, it's the same story. Yeah, I stumbled on an advert on Facebook, and I saw this lovely lady with her family on a vacation somewhere in the Philippines, and it was so bright, so colorful. And she talked about running a business that gave her the flexibility to enjoy life the way she was doing with her families. And she was with her family, and she said her business was running in the background. I was like, what kind of business is she talking about? I love traveling, so I have been traveling my whole life. So when I just saw the travel picture of the vacation, the waterfall area where she was, it just caught my attention. So I just read her story like 1 second I was through, and I was like, okay, let me see what she's talking about. This really sounds like something I would like to do, you know. So I clicked on the link, watched the webinar, and almost 2 a.m. I was still there watching it. And yeah, for my story, just like Lucy, it was just, I'm that kind of person. I need to see the end of something. I need to get to the end of it. So I was not skeptical because, you know, there is this thing I always believe in. For me, when I'm in a situation that is not good, and I just have to get out of it. So for me, it was like, I have to go somewhere. It doesn't matter where I'm going. I'd rather go anywhere than just stay on this same position where I am. So that was it for me. I was like, okay, how much does it cost for the registration? I don't know. But this is nothing compared to where I am. I need to go somewhere. So that was it. I clicked on it and registered, got on board, and I slept off. No one got back to me. So yeah, but I just felt satisfied that I did that. After watching the webinar, I was super pumped. And I always say, for the first time after a very, very long time, I really had a sound sleep that night. You know, I just felt like I finally found the answer to my problems. I just felt that peace of mind without even knowing what that was all about or what I was getting myself into. But I just went to bed and I slept so well. So when I woke up in the morning, I saw an email from this lady and she was like, yeah, you registered on my link, you signed up, and this is, I am Maria, and so and so and so. And so, oh, so okay. Yeah, I remember. I think last night I clicked on something. I don't remember what that was all about. And so it was actually real. It was not a dream. She said, no, it's not a dream. So that was it. Yeah. Fast forward to today. I have been, I started my own digital business, got trained. And I also have quite some people I am mentoring as well. And it has been a great journey because our stories are all similar. And I love it every time I listen to people's stories, our differences, people you don't even know, and you just connect to the stories, you know. You just know humans are all the same. We all want the same thing. We all want this time freedom, financial freedom. We all want to be able to make our own decisions without feeling tied to a particular situation you don't like and feeling helpless. So that's it. I use my story to inspire people, and people's stories have inspired me as well. And I've learned so much in this business. I've grown so much as a person because I am really an introvert person, and you never find me talking like this in front of people. But I've learned that the personal growth and the financial growth and everything, just being able to work with different people all over the world, inspire them and let them inspire you as well. It's really something amazing. And there is always, Oprah has a saying, she says, life is all about touching that one person. And ever since I read that, I really fell in love with that saying, because that's all what this business is all about. Touching that one soul, to see the smile, the difference it makes in somebody's life. That's all about it. And that's my story. And I hope that anyone who is listening will be inspired as well, will be touched just like we did. We are not crazy. And there are a whole more than 74,000 people in the online community whose life has been changed by this amazing opportunity. So yeah, check this out. Totally risk-free.
Awesome. And you know what? If I hadn't already clicked on someone's LinkedIn, joined this business, if I saw your ad, I would have totally been at the end spot within seconds, because I related to your story just then like my head was on like as because you know what, being a stay-at-home mom is what I want and I love it. I do, but that doesn't mean that it's all I want to be, and it doesn't mean that it completely fulfills me. I'm not career-minded though. I'm not a go-getter in that way. I never had this career that I fell in love with, but I always wanted to be a little bit more than the stay-at-home mom, which is why I joined this business, or one of the reasons I joined this business, because it helps me put a different hat on. And I say this quite a few times, that at the end of the day, when the kids are in bed, and whether I've had a wonderful day or the day from hell, whatever it's been, at the end of the day, I just put the kids to bed and I turn off and I put my business hat on and I just relax and I just can get involved in a different headspace. And you know what? It's therapy for the soul. And I love it. I love what it does for me. And I love that it's also brought you to a totally different sort of mental space, I guess. It's pulled you out of that rut. I call it a rut for myself, but it's pulled you out of that thing that you were longing for something else and then you found it. And awesome, bud. And so you've found that one thing. And I think that so many people that are in our community have come from a similar place and they can totally relate to your story as well. We all, like you said, we all want the time, we all want the money, we all want the freedom just to choose how to live our life. And for me, the constraints of a work job was not that, especially when I'm partnered with someone in shift work. So if I'm working a 9 to 5, he's working a shift work, and we have 2 kids, that is not living for me. That is too many rules, too many restrictions, too many things stopping us from doing what we want to. So at least now with just the one schedule, we can do as we've got that freedom. We don't have to both ask for time off to go on a vacation. We just have to ask one person for time off. So, you know, all those kind of logistics, I know that they've improved our life as well. So yeah, I have loved I like hearing your stories from all 3 of you, and I've definitely been able to relate on a different level to all of you for part of it. And I love all the kids that came to join us. That was awesome. I love that it's not just my little rat bags coming in to pop on for today. So I'm going to leave it there. This is one of our longest ones that we've had, but I don't ever cut these short because you never know where the story is going to go. And I love where they've all taken us for today. I do just want to do a personal little victory dance. I reached a milestone this morning, and for the ladies here, I started stacking. That's what I do. And so these ladies know exactly what that means. That is a pinnacle turning point in the business, and I have been working very hard to get here. When I had Jack 14 months ago, I didn't take a step back from the business. I was still plugged in, but I wasn't as active, like reaching people. That's one of the bonuses of having your own business and automation. I was reaching people still, but just not to the same level if I plugged in harder. So this last to get to this stack took a little longer than what the first part of my business did. Doesn't matter. I am there now. And so I just wanted to have that little victory with some of my fellow business owners because it's an exciting day in my house today. I just got their confirmation back about an hour ago that they've received it at the other end. So it's exciting.
Whoa, congratulations.
Thank you. Alrighty, well, we're going to leave it all there. Thank you to anyone that tuned in, gave us a like, gave us a love, or anyone that's going to catch us on the replay. I know these lovely ladies will probably pop it on their page at some stage. So my daughter is going to come and say bye. Come on over. Come on over. Come on over. We've got a bar height table. It's quite the lift now. She's getting heavy. Again, going to say bye to them. Can you say bye, Latisse?
Bye, Aunties.
Bye, Lucy.
Lucy.
Bye, Gracious.
Bye, Gracious.
And look, Gracious has a boy there. I'm going to unmute them. What's your
Bye.
name? Gracious.
Goodbye.
Say bye.
Bye.
Alrighty. Well, thank you everyone for tuning in, and we'll catch you next week. I, for once, actually know where we're going to go next week. And so next week, I am chatting with 3 business owners in India. So I'm really excited to have them on. I don't often, careful, darling. I don't actually know usually where I'm going to go because I'm still finalizing times and people. But next week, I know we're going to India. Don't touch my computer. You're going to break it.
You're traveling around the world. Amazing.
Wow.
Yeah, so anyone that doesn't know what I'm doing, each week I go to a different country. So this is my 9th country this week. Well, 8th really, because I did my hometown of high level in Canada. Then I did Canada. I've done so 9 countries so far, and next week's India, and then I don't know. So if anyone wants to see a country that I haven't been to yet, please let me know, and I'll reach out in our private groups that we have and see who wants to come and chat and share their story. Like I said, we get a lot of immigrants join. When I did Australia, I really wanted to hear that thick Aussie accent, and I didn't get one because I had some immigrants come and join me. But I just joined it in for them. But we'll see how we go for future ones. But all 3 next week are from India, based in India with their business. So very exciting.
Awesome.
Bye for now. Thanks for joining me, ladies.
Thanks so much for having us.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you for inviting us.
We appreciate it.